Hello there.
Hello there.
How are you? We're early. We surprised everyone. We jumped the gun, if you will.
We did.
We jumped it. It's kind of like
blaster.
I feel like Fonzie jumping the shark a little bit. It's good.
Welcome to the Oh Yeah Podcast.
This is episode 300 and what? 380? 330? 331 or 231?
I believe it's 231.
231.
Do you believe that? Over 10 years, over 230 episodes of the Oh Yeah Podcast.
10 years, we should have more like 1,000 episodes, but we've only got 230 episodes.
I don't think we've done one of these in 3 months.
Hasn't Art been doing his famous cartoonist talks about things, and he's at episode like 500 already?
I think so.
Yeah.
And he's only been doing it for a year.
Yeah.
These episodes are dense, though. They're like thick. They're real thick
they?
episodes.
They're real
yeah.
thick.
Are they like a Harold's cheeseburger? Or no, they don't make cheeseburgers at Harold's.
They're like a well, let's see. They're like a Chicago style Giordano's pizza. Really thick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a Lou Malnati's or something? Yeah?
Yeah, like a pie. But we all know the best pizza is in New York.
Street pizza.
Yeah.
We get no arguments because there's no Chicago people except for
Skoke.
but he doesn't argue pizza. Yeah, he doesn't argue pizza.
No, he doesn't.
We have others that may show up. We may have. No, I don't think Art's coming, right? And
I don't think so.
And maybe Johnny's coming. Who knows? But it may be just us. I thought it was just going to be me and Skoke tonight. But then you showed up and ruined everything.
Let's crash the party.
Yeah.
Welcome. He's wearing his trademark red. What would you call that? A track
jacket.
Tracksuit mafia.
Yeah,
that's
my warm-up jacket. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually number 2. The first one, the zipper ripped, and I don't know anyone that can fix it. So,
what about the shoemaker might be able to fix that for you,
Mr. Tarantula? Yeah, when he arrives on this episode, perhaps I'll ask him.
Are you? So was
He's
it like
not
big,
angry?
Was it big turmoil in your house because you didn't have a tracksuit to wear around the house?
I had to go to. Actually, you know where I bought this, Franco? I bought this at the Kohl's right by your house.
By my house? The Kohl's in my house?
Yeah, the Kohl's right down the street from you because I was in New York and that's when it broke and it couldn't be fixed. So I went to Kohl's and I bought a red one, this one, and a blue one. So
I love that you drove all the way out here to see me and hang out and then went shopping.
Yeah.
Instead.
It was right before I showed up at your house because you were still at school. I got there early and I was texting with you. You said I'll be home in an hour. So I went to Kohl's. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. So how's everybody doing? We haven't been here in a while. Scoot, how you doing?
I have some Ewan McGregor news. Would you guys like to hear?
Hello.
Oh, he's doing that Obi-Wan show, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he's doing Kathleen. He's doing the Obi-Wan program, which was supposed to come out May 25th this year, but I read something today that said, I think it was a Latino Review, said that it's going to be delayed by 2 days. It's going to come out on May 27th.
Oh, because it's the anniversary, right?
Yeah, it was going to be on the 25th on the anniversary, but I guess Celebration is happening around the same time, so they moved it to the 27th. That's the bad part. You have to wait 2 more days. The good thing is they're going to release 2 episodes, the first 2 on the 27th.
Oh, well, we also have his Super Bowl commercial we can watch that over and over again for a day and a half.
Or maybe we already have. I mean,
are you going to remember the things you bought or the places you didn't go? He says that, right?
Yeah.
That show is only the second best thing happening on April 27th.
What's the first best thing?
Oh, it's delayed, isn't it?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out April 20th. Now it's coming out April 27th.
Wow.
See, they did the same thing for because of Celebration, and everybody was going to be watching Obi-Wan. Scoot and Dave Scheidt, they pushed off the release of their book 2 days to coincide with Obi-Wan.
We have these gorgeous book plates, so if there's any comic book shops or bookstores listening, we have 100 book plates that we will sign, and you can put them in your book like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at you hawking your wares. Hacking.
Yeah.
No.
Well, only because this book would not be possible without All Yeah Comics, because I met Dave Scheid at a All Yeah Comics party, one of the famous All Yeah Comics Skokie parties. It might have even been the Itty Bitty Hellboy party from way back in 2013.
So does that mean that I get a royalty of every book that's sold now?
Yeah, I think you do. But
Nice.
it was actually negotiated by your partner Art.
Oh,
And the royalty is going to go directly to a voucher for Harold's Chicken. So anytime you're in Chicago, you can go to a Harold's Chicken, and as many books as we sell, they might say you have $100 worth of Harold's Chicken on us. So
wow.
that was negotiated by Art, by the way. So I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I'll never see any of that.
Yeah, I'm never going to eat that. That's what you can say. Like Art would say, I'm never going to watch that.
That's right.
I'm gonna hire him. You can negotiate my deals.
Imagine how happy he'd be if that was true. Oh, sir, Harold's.
That's awesome. No. People. We got people?
We got people.
For sure.
Yes, the Oz
uh,
readings. Those are great.
Anthony.
Yeah.
I listened piece by here and there when I could, and I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for checking it out. And Wolfie, thank you for listening and viewing, and everybody who checked them out. I had a great time doing those. That was fun. I had never read the story before, so right before those readings is the first time I read it, and then I watched the movie, and there were all kinds of things that were different comparing the movie to the book. And in a lot of ways, I liked what they did with the movie. They condensed some things, changed the order. They changed the slippers from silver to ruby. What else? A whole bunch of...
Yeah, because you wouldn't see them on screen or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ruby! So. That's what Bill Cosby would say.
Yes, he would. Yeah. Oh, somebody was just watching. Yeah, it was...
Yeah.
It was
Don't
great.
tell anyone we started early, so... that's just... This is like when you go to Disney and they have the extra magic hours, that's what this is right now. This is extra magic minutes.
I didn't know about that.
Before we start, yeah.
You're getting bonus. This is bonus material.
You're getting bonus material. It's true. Someone would yell at me, kids are listening. Brother Bear does that. Whenever I do the live sales with him, I'll say something and he goes, kids are listening. And I'm like, all I said was hello. Yeah, so he gets upset. Yeah. So what else? What else are people saying?
Moon Knight. Have you
guys seen it?
Yeah, I watched it.
I have seen it, yes.
We could do spoilers before anybody else gets here.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think?
I thought it was really cool. It was fun. I didn't know what to expect, so I was into it though. I liked all the different, like the mystery, and there's still a mystery, but I liked. It was a good, solid episode, I thought.
Spoilers, yeah. I was upset that they didn't premiere it on a Moon Day. They put it out on a Wednesday, and I thought that was a missed opportunity.
What's the Moon Day? Which day is Moon Day?
Monday. Monday is Moon Day.
I walked right into that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's named after the moon. That's why they call it Monday. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Thursday is named after Thor.
Thor's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Are
Thor's
you guys
Day.
making this up?
No, that's real.
This is yeah. This is real Greek mythology.
It was in Kareem's book. He talked about it.
It's true.
No, he didn't.
No, that part's a lie. But
yeah, the rest of it's true.
Yeah, all the days of the week are named after something. It's true.
Friday. How about Friday? You got
Friday is after French fries, I believe. Yeah, the
like
ancient
the fry
Greeks.
Guys. Remember the fry guys from McDonald's when we were kids?
Yeah.
The ancient Greeks would eat a lot of fries. That's they would run around naked and eat fries. So that's why it's called Freaky Friday. Usually, they drop the freaky.
Yeah,
that's just Friday. Yeah, all their little willies would hang out, and everybody would call them, "Oh, look at those fries!" when they would run by, because they would flop around like French fries in a basket. That's why they would call it.
And that's why it's called Friday.
Yes, true. No, I don't know about Friday, but Monday is definitely named after the moon. Ask anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday, guess what that's named after?
Tony Pacos.
The moon.
No, Sun. It's in the name. Come on, Sunday. Oh, come on.
I get it.
This is gonna go.
I'm seeing some calls for a dramatic reading of Spring Break Lawyer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Story time with Skoke. I think
that would be great. Actually, if you could find the script, if there is a script.
There was no script.
they just made it up as they went along.
Just roll. Just let them run down the street with no clothes on. We'll just film it.
No, it would be hard to do a reading of a comic book, but that could be really cool if somehow you're able to have the page up on screen and you panned to the panels and you did the voices, because you need the pictures with the comic book.
I mean, I think Wrapped Up is just asking for a.
What about these guys?
Dramatic reading.
Agents of Slam.
Somebody would get mad.
Oh yeah, Agents of
Slam. You can't. Those are new. You want to sell those. You don't want a dramatic reading. There is some. We can share some news, right, Skoke? Do you want to share the news? We can if we want, because we can do anything we want. So we can share the news.
What's the news?
About your reading in future readings, possibly.
Oh yes. Yes, we were talking before this. Franco and your son Nick are in the process of writing an original story.
Yes.
That hopefully sometime in the near future I will be narrating as a story time with Skoke selection.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's true. So, yeah, if we actually ever finish it, and if Skoke reads it and doesn't say I'm not going to read this, if all of that happens, then he'll read it live. It'll be an original story time with Skoke story. It'll be fun.
I'm committing to it right now without even reading it. That's how much confidence I have in you and Nick.
Never do that.
You know what could be funny is if we wrote stories like you guys are doing, Franco, for Skoke. Like I could write the story of the night I spent the night at Johnny's house and the build up to that glove on the floor and the follow up.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm looking for some short story stuff, short form stories that Skoke can tell. So the one Nick and I are writing are long form, but I'm gonna look for some short form stuff that we could give him. That'll be fun.
I think it's gonna be fun. I enjoy doing it. I like it being the kind of thing where you can just. Like people have told me, they just put it on in the background and they do other things, and I'll just tell you a story.
I like it.
This would be good. I like the idea of having an original story from you guys. I think that's gonna be fun.
That'll be interesting.
Why not? We'll throw it against the wall, see if it sticks, like Ma's old spaghetti.
Ma's Canada.
Yeah. Any hint to the theme of the story? No hint. No hint at all.
We're talking about everything now. I want everyone to know so that when Johnny comes on, they'll be like the dead air for a while. So we'll have gotten everything off our chest.
He's going to yell at us. Angry Yoko Chips is going to yell at us. But is he really going to be here, or were you lying to me that he's not going to be here?
No, he told me he was going to be here. It has only just now turned to 8:00 Central Time, 9 Eastern. So I bet any moment now we have here.
Saltines. Yeah, eat now while he's not here. Yeah. So it's been a while since we've done one of these. I'm glad to be back on. We just kind of all got together last minute today.
It's like riding a bike.
Yeah, except they keep falling off of bikes. So
it's good. It's good to see.
It's like riding a bike, but Art fell off.
And we didn't go back and pick him up. We left him back there.
Sorry.
And Mighty Mike, the other Mike. Or are you the other Mike? Wait, which are you the other Mike, or is he the other Mike?
You'll never know.
I don't. We'll have to ask Jamie when we meet him. when he comes to Chicago.
He's going to that MASH show. Remember that? Did you share that with me?
There was Indiana coming.
Yeah, he's going to be in Indiana at a MASH, like a reunion.
Are you going to go?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but if Skoke wants to, we might have to figure something out.
We might have to, yeah.
Can you imagine
When is it? I'll go. I'll meet you guys there.
Yeah, I don't know when it was. I don't remember. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
It must have been at a time where, because if it was like in the summer, I'm sure I would have like considered it. But it must have been at a time where something else is going on.
What's everybody's favorite type of cheese? Block, shredded slices. I prefer cheese spread. What are you, an animal, Anthony? Cheese spread?
Block. I like block.
I like the block.
I like the blocks.
I like slices. I like slices of Land O'Lakes yellow American cheese. Don't try and give me anything else. I can taste the difference. Is
American cheese real cheese?
Yeah, it's American. It says it right in the title. You're having a lot of issues with titles today.
I don't.
You're struggling with this.
I don't know where things came from, why things are named the way they are. I'm confused.
Scope, can you share images on there?
I can, yeah.
If I send you an image?
I've never done it before, but I can certainly try.
Okay, hold on.
I'll certainly try, master.
Are you excited about Hayden Christensen being in the new Obi-Wans?
I'm indifferent. I'm tremendously indifferent about it.
I'm kind of excited.
I mean, would we see his face, his head, or would he just be in the suit?
I want him in white armor. I want him in, not the black Darth Vader armor, but white armor. Wasn't he supposed to be that way in one of the movies? And I
think that was Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Was it? Boba Fett? Yeah. Where?
There was a story.
I just sent it, Skoke, in the Facebook thread where you posted the link to the StreamYard. I sent you an image that you can share on this podcast.
Yeah.
Videocast, whatever it's called.
Ooh. I think Johnny's here. Yay.
Broadcast.
Hey.
There he is.
Johnny, for those of you wondering.
I don't know if this is true.
Yep.
I don't know if this is true, but I read it somewhere that when the lady from the Mamas and the Papas,
Cass Elliot?
No, the other one, Michelle Phillips. When she went to go see Star Wars, because someone took her to go see Star Wars, and she was very indifferent about going to see it, and when she sat there and watched it, and when Harrison Ford came on the screen, she reportedly said, "Hey, it's my pot dealer." And I'm wondering if that's a true thing or not.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, princess, I got your stash for you.
I like it.
Yes, sir. Well, you should be C-3POing and pulling it for selling pot.
Well, Skoke and I are up to something here. We're going to share an image that I think the audience is going to enjoy.
I like that Han Solo would hide his stash in Chewbacca's fur.
In those pouches.
Come on, root around, Chewie. There's a joint in there somewhere.
In his bandolier, he's got all those little pouches.
That's too easy to find. It would be like, I would stuff it in his fur somewhere.
He should have inhaled and said, "I got a bad feeling about this weed."
Yeah. Why does this weed taste like, Chewbacca ass? Or something?
Wookiee ass.
Wookiee ass.
So show an image.
Ready? Here we go.
Let's do it.
Better be hilarious. Hey, incidentally.
There.
It's April 15th through the 17th. It's coming right up in a couple of weeks.
Come join me in Mundelein.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, podcast.
Are we all going? We should go.
Do it.
I can't go.
I can't. I'm busy.
Look at
that.
I want to
hear Skoke. I want to hear Skoke break bad on the Indiana Comic Con. Hey, incidentally, I'll be situated right behind a porn actress and a failed single player from The Single Guy.
And the entire cast of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And the red, the
Power Ranger.
Yeah, the Red Power Ranger, exactly.
The Red Power Ranger.
Who I've cultivated a friendship with doing these fine shows.
Oh, and I'm sharing a table with a wrestler. His name, Virgil is his name.
My nemesis. Fantastic. Oh, my God. Incidentally, is that Indianapolis for Indiana Comic Con?
It is.
I believe so. Let me see. It doesn't. The site's not the best.
I'm going to Indiana, everybody. Yeah. Captain, I'll be in Indiana.
I think so.
Don't throw away from Toledo.
The Indiana Convention. Yeah. The Indiana Convention Center. They're really avoiding telling you where it's at. I assume it's Indianapolis, but.
Oh, God. It's in, I don't even know, like a smaller, like Fort Wayne or something.
Yeah, probably. It might be.
Fort Wayne used to have the Appleseed Convention.
It's Indianapolis.
It is. Okay, good.
The Appleseed?
It's probably convention? Where we went, Franco, for that PopCon. It's probably at that convention center. Remember that?
I'll be shaking hands with former Senator Evan Bayh.
What's an Appleseed convention, Johnny?
That's the one that's in Fort Wayne. And the people who...
it's a comic convention. I thought there was actually a convention about apple seeds. I'm like, what could this possibly be?
Exactly. How you doing? I'm enjoying a fine Macintosh.
Sorry, I was on the Skokie page there for a minute where I didn't understand what anybody was saying. Sorry about that.
I thought I was going to be slow tonight. All right.
Yeah, I'm winning the prize so far for being slow. Slow to understand things.
Yeah, but
anybody been slapped yet on the show?
Wow.
Too soon, Johnny.
I didn't think we were going to go there that fast.
Because ever since it's happened, no celebrity has ever made any point, and every podcast has made a point about talking about this thing. It is so funny. I had Ronald Wimberly on Monday, and at the very end of the show, I'm like, Mr. Skin's going to be on tomorrow, incidentally. And I'm like, maybe we'll talk about the Oscars. And I'm like, that's slap. Jeez. That's all I said. Rich Eisen had 10 minutes. Letterman was awesome. Letterman had 1 minute. And all he said was, I'd just like to point out, I once hosted the Oscars, and no one was hit on my show.
Yeah.
And he's like, all I got to say.
That's pretty good.
How do you guys feel about the slap?
Ooh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Big slap segment.
I thought it was kind of gross. I really did.
Yeah.
I don't think violence is ever the answer, and I
think water's wet. Yeah.
I couldn't believe people gave him a standing ovation after that when he got his Oscar.
Yeah.
I was
surprised they didn't. So what I was telling other friends who don't watch sports and stuff, I'm like, in a basketball game, if you're in the crowd and the coach or a player yells something at you offensive to you, I can't go out on the court and hit him and then go sit back down. I'll be escorted out of the gym. And he was telling jokes, and the joke, I don't think he knew that Jada had that alopecia. And it was a G.I. Jane joke. It's not like it was like, you look stupid. Like G.I. Jane shaves her head in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, and Doubt's right. Doubt's right that there's now footage of an angle, and you can kind of see Jada laughing after Will slapped him and he was walking back. And further, another development that they announced yesterday and today was that the security at the Oscars tried to eject him. And
I know. I heard today something came out. Yeah, something came out today where they did it in a Hollywood way, where they didn't ask him directly. They asked his publicist to ask him to leave, and he's so they didn't ask him directly, is what I heard today. But still, it's just gross. The whole thing was just. Yeah. I stopped watching the Oscars a few years ago just because it was just not.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, nothing happens with it. It's not fun, and. I just think the movies that they pick and honor are just like out of touch with everybody else. And then I saw that this happened. And I was like, what the hell?
Me too, man. I didn't watch it live. I was hanging with Chucky. And, exactly. And the next day I'm like hearing all about this slap, and I'm like, oh my God. And of course, very easy to find. And also hats off to Australia and Japan for not cutting the sound. Right, we got to get that in there. That's fantastic. Right. That's
I saw the Japanese feed. Yeah, I was like,
that's fantastic. I love that they did that.
That's the other part of it was he slapped him, and he sat back down, and then he could have realized oh, okay, I shouldn't have done that first. But then he doubled down. He's yelling at him, and it got dead silent in there. Yeah, because when he slaps him, if you rewatch it, people are kind of laughing and clapping.
Right,
they didn't know what was going on. But when he started yelling at him, then it got like dead silent. That's when it's like, oh, he was mad.
And that's too bad because I have watched since, and Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes, and I forget the other lady's name, were funny. They were good. Regina, and I can't remember. It wasn't Regina King.
The lady.
I forget the lady's name. The lady.
The lady.
I like the lady that hosted the Oscars. Like, what if Wanda Sykes had made that joke? Will would have gone and cracked her face and everything?
Well, what if instead of Chris Rock, it was The Rock who made that joke? You think Will Smith would have gotten up and smacked him?
Or Rock Hudson.
Yeah.
Doris Day once did that to me on the set of Pillow Talk, and I didn't speak to her for a week. The
other odd thing about it is, like, they kind of knew Chris Rock anyway, and Jada is a star, equal. She's also a star. It's not like it was just Will Smith's wife that was there, some non-celebrity. It's like, it was kind of just weird. I don't know.
But I don't know that it was that much of an insult. So, I mean, okay, you don't know about the alopecia. But you don't know about the alopecia, but I know that Demi Moore took a lot of flack for when she shaved her head when she did G.I. Jane. But the movie was about a badass. Like, she was a badass joining the Marines.
Well, but he was doing a bad ball joke. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, I know, and and it's fine, and it wasn't that great, but it also should not have read
more to that.
And he was laughing at it. Will Smith was laughing, and then he saw his wife, and he's like, "All right, I got to defend her honor." Right. And it's like, jerk. And seriously, man, I loved Will Smith, and I'm sure we all did.
Yeah, I love him.
And you've heard nothing but great things about him. And listen, even on this very podcast, I have lost my temper. Really? And I'm not proud of it. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's aware of that.
I've never seen it.
I don't remember
that. But that's and again, I can understand blind rage. Think about where you are, and there was certainly enough time, and also even Jada should have held him back and been like, "Sit down, just relax." And then, by all means, on an off-camera moment, go to Chris Rock and go, "Hey, not cool. My wife has alopecia, and based on everything I've heard about Chris Rock, I'm sure his face would have dropped and been like, I'm so sorry and whatever. But give the person the benefit of the doubt that maybe we're all not hanging on every Jada Pinkett Smith moment in her life. Right. Sorry. And also, I know a lot of women that are shaving their head these days for fashion. And, of course, before Sinead O'Connor and the like.
I agree with you. I think it was a lazy joke on his part. It feels like it was a last-minute thing. Like, he probably had a team of writers working with him to write his jokes for this thing.
Yeah, it wasn't even funny.
Or he could have come out and seen her and said, "Hey," and did that. Yeah,
it feels like last minute to reference a movie that's like 30 years old. It's not that well known, except for the fact that what's her name shaved her head for it. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But it did feel like a lazy. It felt like
that's the whole movie, pretty much. Is her, buzzing her hair and for 90
she
minutes.
shaved her head. The end.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Hi, Clark. I'm here for my date.
As Andrew Dice Clay said when on the opening of his show, when Sinead O'Connor stepped away from in protest that he was on the show, like, that's a shame. She's a cute bald chick. Thank you, Dad. I have not slapped anyone over a joke. No, that's
not yet.
No, I don't like what happened. That's Michael Caine's reaction. I don't like what happened to Chris Rock. He's bloody funny. And Will Smith, F you. Right. I've been saving that all day. I've been warming up to Michael Caine.
Now we've been kind of not talking about the big news, which is our former president hit a hole-in-one the other day, and he wrote a statement about it. Did you see that?
No, tell me. You haven't? Read the statement.
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
Please do.
That's fantastic. We'll read it live because it's funny.
Your Honor, any thoughts on before we read the official statement? Do you have any thoughts?
I'll send it to you, Johnny, and you can read it in his voice because it is.
I was going to say Skoke can do it.
Oh yeah, Skoke.
I would rather Johnny do it. It's going to be better.
I pointed out it was excellent. I've been watching J.C. Cavan or whatever what's the guy's name?
JL
Cavan. Yeah. He is so funny, and he does the best Trump that I've ever heard.
Yeah, he does.
It was tremendous. I just want to point out how great it was. Believe me, you know.
Okay, I put it in
I can just imagine what the statement is. I've been trying to get my one in a hole for years, and I've never been able to do it. You know.
I put it in the
while the world is in flames and we're all thinking about Ukraine, we're really thinking about Putin.
You're not far off, John.
I tried to put it in Putin.
Where is it?
I tried to put it in Stormy.
Did you email it to me? Where'd you send it?
I put it in that thread that we had on Facebook where Skoke put the
tremendous
standby.
all-in-one.
Okay.
The best
Or do you want me to
all-in-one,
send it to you?
frankly.
No, I'll find it. It's all right. I'm working hard not to be Will Smith after his example, so I'm going to be genial and appreciative.
I'm glad I didn't send this to you guys earlier because this is going to be funny when you hear it for the first time. Because I was like reading it, I'm like, this can't be real, and it's real. He really sent this.
What the hell is my thing?
I'm scared and excited at the same time.
Oh, here's Messenger. Okay,
put your glasses on, Johnny.
I know.
Will Smith,
there we go.
Guy. Not a good guy.
Is it too small?
It's long.
Can you read it though? Is it too little?
I'm trying. Hold on. There
Might
it
be
is.
too tiny.
Many people are asking, so I'll give it to you now. It is 100% true. While playing with the legendary golfer Ernie Els, a winner of 4 majors, approximately 72 under tournaments, tremendous throughout the world. I did the tremendous. Gene Sayers, winner of the Senior U.S. Open, Ken Duke, and Mike Goodis, both excellent tour players. I made a hole-in-one. It took place at Trump International Golf Course in West Palm Beach, Florida, on the 7th hole, which was playing 131 yards into a slight wind.
That's got to be the most difficult hole on that whole golf course, right? Has to be.
There's even more.
Oh,
I hit a 5-iron, which sailed magnificently into a rather strong wind with approximately 5 feet of cup of something, whereupon it bounced twice and then went something climbing to the hole. These great tour players noticed it before I did because their eyes are slightly better. But on that one hole only. Their swings weren't. Anyway, there's a lot of chatter about it. Quite exciting. People everywhere seem to be asking me for the facts. Playing with that group of excellent, wonderful, talented players was a lot of fun. The match was Ernie and me with no strokes, except for me and my pants, against Gene, Mike, and Ken. I won't tell you who won because I'm a very modest individual.
Oh, yeah.
And you will then say I was bragging, and then it looks like it continued, but I don't know.
That's it.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole.
All right, the president is approaching the tee. You might notice a protruding gut hanging over his pants.
Bounced twice.
Covering
He's got a 5-iron. He's got a 5-iron.
Most of his verjunt as he grips his 5-iron.
Bounced
By the way, no
twice.
strokes. No strokes on this. Two bounces.
The other
Tremendous.
guys had good hits. Not as good as mine.
The wind was my friend that day, my friend. Yeah, how did Jeffrey what did Jeff Goldblum was ready to say to the slap?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Former Independence Day co-star.
That's right.
And Ray Romano said, "Is that part of the show now? Do we slap people? Is that what happens?"
King of the Hill. Miami. Oh.
Mike Judge was also there.
the heat.
That's not right. Doing his Hank Hill.
He was at the golf course. Yeah, was he the caddy or something?
I was there seeing Donald Trump hit a magnificent stroke.
Yeah, I like how he described it so eloquently. Like
Tremendous, amazing stroke. Everybody couldn't believe it. I
and
did.
he says everybody's been asking about it, even though there's a war going on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know about it. How could I ask about it? I didn't even know.
I'm sure it's one of the major stories on the Golf Channel today.
Many people are asking.
Many
so
people are asking. Ken, what's the guy's name? Venturi. Ken Venturi, a great analyst on the tour. The great God, I'm not thinking of everybody.
Joe Buck. Joe Buck.
It's not Joe Buck. It's the other guy who does play-by-play. But Joe Buck's good too. The great Joe Buck. Tremendous.
There was one more line at the very end, Johnny. Remember, you said you didn't know if it was ending. He says,
what does he say?
He says, and blah blah blah. And you will say then that
I was bragging, and then it ended.
And then it says right after that, it says, and I don't like people who brag.
I don't like people who brag. I only like dictators, world leaders that crush other countries, supervillains. Victor Von Doom, good man. Known him for years. Tremendous. Lex
Magneto.
Magneto. Yes, I call him Eric because we're friends. He's not allowed in my club for obvious reasons, but I love him.
Oh, man.
Let's leave it at obvious reasons. Everyone can decode on their own. If you don't know what I'm talking about, leave it that way.
He's a mutant. That's why.
That's right. That's right. No mutants. Very true, Eric. Is it Eric? No, it's not Eric Masterson. That's
Lynch. Lynch.
Is Lynch his last name? Okay.
Lensher.
Eric Masterson was Thunderstrike, right?
It's Lensher.
Oh, it's Lensher. Pardon me. Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Moon Knight yet. Have you guys watched Moon Knight?
Yeah, we did spoilers before he came on, so we'll do it again right now.
Good. Is it Skulk? I don't know. I could.
No, he was doing Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my golly! It might have been low. I just turned it up a little bit, so maybe. But thanks for letting me know. Moon Knight, yes. Oh yeah.
I look forward to it. I had to rush to see Star Trek Picard last night at 3 a.m, or this morning at 3 a.m.
Oh, I watched it.
How was it?
Every show it's a little less good.
Nah, come on.
But it's still better than last season.
Yes.
Obviously.
I'm almost all caught up on Discovery too. So.
Isn't that cartoon supposed to be good? That Star Trek cartoon?
Yeah,
it's great. Prodigy is very good. Prodigy is there's the wise ass adult cartoon Lower Decks, and the second season was better than the first, and upon reflection I'd even say like 3 or 4 of the episodes were good, but that's it. But Prodigy, which is the kids show that's on Nickelodeon now, that's great. It's fantastic.
Yes, I'm going to agree with Johnny on this one. So Johnny and I don't agree on a lot, but all things Star Trek we've been agreeing on.
Yeah, I felt relieved because I did feel like, all right, let's say more negative things about new Star Trek. Yeah. And also, I was lucky I spoke to Mark Bernardin, who's on the writing staff for season 2 of Picard, and I had only seen the first 2 episodes, and I felt good about the first 2 episodes. So I'm like, hey, man, good news. I like your show so far. And he's great. I love Mark. And again, he's only one writer in a, room of 20 or whatever, however many stupid writers it is. I do have faith in this new showrunner, Greek guy, Terry Matalas, because he's a lifelong Trek fan. And again, there's always room to grow. It took Next Generation 3 years to get its shit together, frankly.
Quite frankly.
What do I have to do with it? Oh, you said frankly. I thought you said Franco.
Francously.
Sorry.
Many people have been asking how were the
Many people have been asking my feelings about Star Trek Picard. Tremendous. Big fan. Patrick Stewart.
He's eloquently
Patrick
bald.
Duffy.
That's right. Yes, he has alopecia, which is a sad thing. That's why he's so bald.
I would never be bald.
Alopecia, I used to think was the capital of Ukraine, but I learned it was Aleppo and not alopecia. So, actually, I guess Kiev. I like how we have switched from the Russian pronunciation of Kiev, as in chicken Kiev, to chicken Kiev now. We have to say Kiev. Sure. That's the capital. And also my guy, Vitaly Klitschko, former heavyweight champion, who is, man, I swear to God, guys, back in the 90s when they were active contenders and not yet champions, all the Chicago refs who were connected and would do world boxing things all around the world, they're like, there's these 2 Klitschko guys, they swear to God, they're smart as hell, they got PhDs, and I think Vitaly has proven it, sadly, during this war. He's got good command of his thoughts and has been the mayor since like 2013 or 14. And it's I have tremendous respect for the Klitschkos and all the other Ukraine boxers. Zsa Gabor, and Ernest Borgnine, and Tova, his wife.
Terrific guys. Good friend of mine, actually.
It's been so long since we've done it's been so long since we've done a podcast that a land war broke out in Europe. Jeez.
Yeah, what are the odds? Exactly. Andrew just had a good question, and he asked if anyone is excited about Morbius. How about no? Would be my answer.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and I'm hearing bad things, obviously, too.
Oh, really? I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah.
You know who's going to like it, don't you?
I saw it, sir. I liked it, sir.
I liked it. It'll probably be the worst Marvel movie. I liked it.
Like Fan 4-Stick.
I still have never seen it.
I still contend that that's a good movie if it wasn't about the Fantastic Four. That's
just like Discovery would be okay if it wasn't Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
This is true.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. I still haven't seen from last year or whatever COVID year it was, Bloodshot, the Vin Diesel Valiant movie.
Oh, geez. I forgot that they made that.
And I kind of am half curious. I'm sure it's streaming somewhere that I do kind of want to see it a little. So, by the way, I finally rented. Haven't watched it yet, Andrew, Halo. But I mean to watch that as well. Chucky liked Halo.
Is that based on the game?
Yes. My buddy Steve Downs, who's the original Master Chief, does not play Master Chief in the movie, I'm sad to say. Now, he only did the voice for the game, but he was Master Chief for, like, every game.
Right.
I think right up through Halo 5, at least.
They should have given him the voice. Wayne! I haven't talked to my buddy Wayne.
Hi, Wayne. Ottawa's favorite son. When is the next Trek Watch? Well, I'm waiting for Francis to catch up.
I'm all caught up except for the last 3 episodes. I'll be caught up this weekend.
Okay. And also, Mitch had his gaming convention, his esports convention, which is a really big deal. And I know he was dead tired from that, so I didn't want to bug him. But, yeah, I mean, I do want to get back to Trek Watch.
I saw the new trailer for the Brave New Worlds.
The one with the Andorian trailer? Or just the one where Captain Pike's on a horse?
Yeah, where he's on a horse.
Yeah.
Tango. Yeah, I hadn't seen that one. Tango. E-Cash. Tango E-Cash. That's
his horse's name from the pilot. That's what Jeffrey Hunter says. Tango. Oh, my God. Yeah. I wish I had some sugar cubes in my... Boy, those aliens think of everything, don't they?
That's true.
Good stuff. I am excited. I am hopeful. I don't know. My Star Trek insider said you'll like Pike better than season 2 of Picard. He's like, you're going to roll your eyes at season 2 of Picard. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We'll see. But again, it's better than last year, so that's a step forward. So
you roll your eyes if you don't like it, right? And then if you like it, you'll do this.
Exactly.
Why don't you eat a saltine there and stay quiet?
I don't want to chew on air for Johnny.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I'll shut up. I'll let anyone else talk.
You thought you meant him.
No.
Doubt is surprised no one has tried to do a Tango and Cash reboot yet. I don't know who would be in a modern day Tango and Cash as opposed to a Kirk Russell.
Oh yeah.
Let's cast it right now.
Sly Stallone.
Oh, who would be
Will Smith and
Chris Rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah, perfect casting. Well, that was
Yeah,
let's
be like for real. Robert Pattinson.
John Cena would be one of them,
and Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
Joe Jonas.
Perhaps Paul Rudd in the Kurt Russell role, and like The Rock or a Cena in the Stallone role.
Yeah, yep, that would be good.
Or the actual acting duo that have a lot of projects in development, Ryan Reynolds and Cena.
Oh yeah.
Or do they really have a lot of stuff going? Or how about The Rock and Kevin Hart?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I do like. I agree. I do like Central Intelligence, which to me, Momoa, that's a good one.
Jason Momoa, yeah.
And that's another guy that, what if Momoa had made that joke? Would Will Smith have gone up and tried to crack him in the face? Yeah, it was Central Intelligence is essentially. Don't you guys think it's like the In-Laws? But it's a little.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Never seen the In-Laws, really?
Or
No, I've seen the In-Laws Serpentine.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence is legitimately funny, and The Rock is legitimately funny, and Kevin Hart is really good. I have to say it's a very good movie. Very funny.
I have not seen these things.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I kind of agree. That might be the last comedy I've seen that really killed me. So,
Central Intelligence, really?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Stuber. Maybe Stuber was good. I love Kumali. And
Stuber was it was all right.
Well, there you go. That's what I mean. It's like they lost the recipe for funny comedy anymore. And I think part of it is they're afraid of crossing a line. I bet you ought to, I can't do that kind of joke anymore.
Okay, Johnny. All right, Johnny.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No,
you're probably
don't know. What do you know? You got a 1970s tracksuit on, Captain Adidas.
We already talked about this.
Yeah, let's move on to
the party. So
I bought it at the Kohl's in New York.
Let's move on, please.
Can you please imitate Steve Austin running in that tracksuit?
Give me a hell yeah, you some.
No,
bitch.
I don't mean that, Steve. You see, there you go. Once again, generationally, I should have said Lee Majors. Incidentally, I did 3 Fall Guys doing different roles.
Swig a beer for the working man.
Woo.
That's why he's the best in the business.
That's why he's the best of the best. Hell yeah. Hilarious.
He's going to be at WrestleMania this year.
Boy, Chucky has got me completely updated.
Wow.
It's a 2-night event, Johnny.
Yes, and he told me that. Yeah, they spread it over 2 nights. Yes, I know, Chuck.
And it starts at 1 in the afternoon on Saturday with NXT.
Yeah.
Wow. Who do they break? And then Saturday night, do they do the?
No, starts at 1 in the afternoon on Saturday, and then goes all the way till Sunday night at midnight.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
For real?
Yep. Goes all the way through.
Literally over 24 hours.
They do the induction, the Hall of Fame induction and stuff like that. Yeah. So it goes straight through.
Wow.
Yeah. They have a lot of
Jerry. That's like the Jerry Lewis telethon. What are they doing at 4 a.m.?
Like
they have like the little people midget.
They have little people wrestling?
No. They don't go overnight. That
would be awesome.
It stops.
Well, that's why I was asking if it's all the way through. I'm sure they replay stuff from earlier in the day.
But what?
Maybe.
So WWE stops and goes, but then there's other events tied like parallel with wrestling. So they have like other independent shows at like 2 in the afternoon on Sunday before WrestleMania starts back up. So it is like if you go there for the weekend, you can watch wrestling pretty much all day. Yeah.
Wow. I was wondering why Chucky was blowing me off this weekend. It's because he's going to, lock in and watch, I know Francis and I'm assuming Francis and Nick are going to be doing that for the entire weekend.
Yep. That's what we're doing this weekend.
Wow.
I will be in Chicago on Saturday, Johnny.
Will you really?
But it's only for the day because I'm a friend's 40th birthday party. So I got told Franco and Scope.
You're not going to have any time to go to Johnny's and visit his glove?
Because I know Zod and Artie are going to be there. So I was kind of bummed because I'll be so close. But
that's right. They're doing Abraham linkage.
Yeah, that's right. Abraham linkage. That's right.
Are they going to be grilling?
Creator Chris has to be there, so I understand.
Are they going to be grilling sausage in the back?
Jimmy the Muscle.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. All right, I can be here for 3 hours, then I got to go back home and walk Vito.
Listen, while we're plugging stuff, everybody go out and pre-order Dead Man Tells the Spooky Tales. Everybody do that right now. It comes out in September.
Yeah.
When is it out, Francis?
September.
And Agents of Slam available now through Amazon and all booksellers and comic stores.
It arrives April 27th.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
And also, like Franco said, get Dead Man. It'll be my first appearance. My first appearance in a
DC
comic. Yeah.
Do you have a character that you got to play with in the book?
Yeah, Franco let me play with the character. Yeah.
Which one?
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Really?
We're not allowed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can tell him. Franco.
We're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Price is in there as well. Sarah, Richard.
Yeah, I just got all of Andy's artwork for the book, and it is amazing.
Of course,
amazing. Yeah,
good.
I'm just
dude.
Really excited for this. I can't wait.
I should have contacted Andy to talk Trek in these weeks that that we haven't done a show, because Andy's a good standby guy that I know is keeping up. So, and Wayne pitched in a couple weeks ago. But I always have to wait till Friday because Canada only gets the show the day later or whatever.
Franco, did you say Dead Man comes out in September?
That's what I was told, yes.
Okay. Because I'll tweet about it when I haven't seen the date yet, but if I've just been saying the fall, so.
I think it's on the Penguin Random House website, and it says available September, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
Now, if you go to the Beatles' White Album and go to the track, I believe it's I'm So Tired, and you play the white space between that song and the next backwards, you will hear John say, "Ball is dead, man."
Nice. Yeah. That's right. I'm so tired. Couldn't sleep a wink.
Right, that sort of thing. I'm not really I'm not dead, man.
Have you heard Dana Carvey do Paul and John, and Paul speaks to John's ghost and explains modern things like, so what's this Instagram all about?
Well, you go on there, you put a picture, they got this Kim Kardashian, she's
why is she famous?
She's famous, it's like they took a bot and put a human attached to it. It looks like it was an afterthought,
Sounds like a freak show from the circus. How does that work?
Well, they take the Kardashian and you put it together with another one, and then they got Bruce. He's on that show as well.
Isn't that the decathlon winner that suddenly now is using the other locker room euphemistically?
That's correct. That's right. Who you been talking to, John? You're
not the only one with the Ouija board, Sailor. So. I love that. You've been obviously.
Are you guys going to be writing some more songs together?
Well, I'll be here. I'll do all the writing because I got the real paper here. But
and I'll do the negative comments back to give the counterpoint.
Some people debate which one of you wrote the most.
Better. Can't get much worse.
Which one of you is a better writer?
Talk about that, Dana Carvey and David Spade are doing a great SNL interview podcast where they talk to cast members and former writers, and Judd Apatow just being a huge fan and trying to become a writer and never really got in. Or I didn't know this week's episode was Ben Stiller, and I didn't even remember this. He did 5 shows for a season, and then he left on his own. And he got the MTV show.
One of the best episodes has Conan O'Brien on there, and he was a writer at SNL for a period and The Simpsons, and he gives all the behind the scenes. He talks about the writer's room and everything. It's pretty good from his perspective. It's funny.
Yeah. Yep. He also, in that period between The Tonight Show and when he went to TBS, he had a series of interviews he did on YouTube called Serious Jibber Jabber, and he had a roundtable with Simpson writers, and it's very, very funny. Very, very funny. I agree, Mario. Wayne did an excellent job on Trek Watch. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, that sort of thing. He knows all about the Trek and the watching and all of that.
I never watched Star Trek. What was it about?
Oh, it's great. They got the guy sitting in the chair. They got another guy sitting in another chair, and he's driving, This great big ship. That's crazy, man.
Like a sailing ship? What kind of ship?
Oh, it's a spaceship. It flies through the air, that sort of thing. It looks like a big plane.
That much that they can do that now.
It's really fast, They got all the technology and the computers, and the computers and the phone. You can talk and you can take a picture with it if you want.
Are they wearing the heavy spacesuits like back in the Apollo days?
A little bit, man, but they got a little thing on it. You press it, you can talk to your friends and all of that, the communicator, whatever that is.
Oh, sounds like a walkie-talkie, but smaller.
It is a little bit, John, not really.
I like that John is confused about Star Trek, even though he was alive when it was on. I
didn't have time. I was too busy having fun with Mai Peng and cheating on Yoko.
Yoko chips.
Good stuff.
Would John have smacked Paul like Will did to Chris if he said anything
Don't talk about my effing wife. keep her name out of your mouth.
I'm going to. Okay, right.
Just a G.I. Jane joke.
This is the best night in the history of television and all
What's
that.
the hassle? All you need is love. Don't give me that crap. I'm just sitting there watching your wheels go round and round.
It's getting better all the time.
Oh boy,
it can't get much worse. That's my favorite Paul story. It's like, it's getting better all the time, and Joan chimes in with, "Can't get much worse." It's like, yeah. He whitewashes more than Tom Sawyer on The Fence, and I love that about Paul. Oh, no, that was all overblown. No, we loved each other the entire time. When he was flipping me off, he was really saluting me with his middle finger. It's like, okay, Paul. Okay. Do you ever listen to that, Mike? I told you about that that Beatles podcast.
Nobody's home or nobody's here.
Nothing is real. Close enough.
Nobody's here.
Nobody's here. Open the door and let him in. No, it's great because it's these two Irish guys, and they love the Beatles clearly because they do so much research and they deep dive on amazing facts. But they always make fun of, if you hear Paul these days, apparently we got it wrong all these decades, and Paul wants to set the record straight that everyone was lovely and everything was great, and it's like they totally make fun of how Paul. Oh no, I contributed to Day in the Life, and it's like, yeah, sure you did, Paul. All right, good stuff.
That bit in the middle.
Yeah. Exactly. Everybody's got their own memory of things, right?
How's the Monkey Project is going great. I am hoping to land a couple big fish, and that's been the only reason why I've kind of waited. And also, I want to get more women on the show, and I felt that it was like kind of a sausage fest in terms of a bunch of guys said yes, and I reached out to a lot of knowledgeable Monkey fan women, and a lot of them are like, I don't have time. No, I can't do it. No, and I'm like, all right. So I did get a woman that was actually on the show as a featured extra on a couple episodes, and also became like part of the Monkeys inner circle. And her husband was at first a guy that kind of helped them when they were in London on their tour, but subsequently he went back to LA and he actually produced a handful of their final albums. So he's dead. The widow is alive, and I want to talk to her as well. So.
Is this where you and Skoke break into a Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz kind of thing, like you just did with John and Paul?
An argument.
What is?
It's got to be Mickey.
Yeah, I know. How do you?
I think one of us can do the Manchester thing.
I knew that would be a curveball for both of you.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know how to do Mickey.
That's I just whiffed on that one.
All right.
Peter and I hated Mike.
Do Peter Tork.
Peter Tork. Do Tork.
Tork. 9 pounds of torque.
Torque sounds like a Star Trek character.
Exactly. Mike, Mr. Spock, please dissuade Torque from using the phases. It's true.
Torque and Mindy.
Nice. Oh. Well, I have to go and be on a show with 3 other guys. Oh.
No.
Leave me alone, men. Oh.
And the people at home are going. He's always doing that.
Yeah.
He's always talking about the people at home. The people at home are going, no. Oh.
Yes, where? Oh.
What about we haven't been on so long that we haven't talked about Spider-Man or the Batman.
Wow.
I am only halfway through Spider-Man. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I am literally at the point where Peter goes home and Aunt May, or wherever Aunt May works, and Norman is befuddled sitting next to her. Sometimes I know myself.
That's good.
All right. So let's talk about that point.
You're halfway home, Johnny.
I'm really enjoying the first half. I just took my time because I know if I had gone to the theater, I would have been like, oh, this is great.
Is that what happened with Batman, Johnny?
Hilarious.
It would. I mean, I can't, as even Chucky's like, it was great. Chucky's review of Batman was, dude, I fell asleep twice in it. You would be dead. And I'm like, all right, good to know. Thank you.
I thought it was good.
How was the Batman, John? I don't know. Can't get much worse.
Kick him.
It's getting better, you know.
I liked it. Could have been about 3 hours shorter though, but it was good. I liked it.
Did you like? I mean, I've heard about the take on Bruce Wayne, very emo. Why? In the words again of Heath Ledger, why so serious? But whatever.
Yeah, I think it works. I don't think he's going to stay that way. I think it works for this movie, though.
Okay.
I liked the story. I thought it was really good. I liked him as Batman actually more than I thought I would. Yeah, just one or two things, but we'll talk about that when. In about a year or so when everybody's finally caught up with it.
The Almanac. We'll be back for the Harvest Moon in September for our next episode. So yeah,
well, I think it comes on HBO Max. It arrives like the 20th or the 19th, so that'll help. But
yes, we'll see. That's also Suicide Squad.
Artie told me he's probably not going to like it because everyone was liking it.
I don't know, sir.
He'll like Morbius. That's what he'll like.
Yeah, I don't know. I got an anti-Jared Leto thing that even goes before Suicide Squad.
I got to admit, I watched the House of Gucci, and I didn't like him in it. I didn't like him in it. I didn't like Lady Gaga in it. I thought he was just like so overacting. He was like, yeah, go. I'm like, what? I could have done that. Why didn't they hire me for this role? You would have needed no makeup whatsoever. And I just could go, I could have done that the whole movie. So
who's he supposed to be?
He's supposed to be the brother of the Gucci, but he's like, fat, balding guy. And,
Tito Gucci.
Yeah. Tito.
The brother of the Gooch. Friend of the Mooch.
The Gooch. Hey, we got these fashion things we're doing. Oh. Gooch.
Remember Mooch? Trump's buddy, and then he only lasted a week. Then he fired him.
Yes, but he's made a broadcast career of that week like nobody else. The Mooch.
He's gone. Sloppy Steve, he's gone too. He's gone. Gone.
God.
I saw Spencer. Have you guys seen that?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
The Princess Diana movie.
Oh, yes.
With Kristen.
No, I haven't. I know it's on
with the other half of the Twilight Saga.
Yeah. She was really good. I was impressed. Her accent was great. She did a great job. It was it was an engaging story. I
loved her outfit on the red carpet. I saw some pictures of red carpet people, and I loved her outfit. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a beautiful gown. Oh. We all missed Joan on the red
Thank you, Joan.
She came back from the grave just to do that.
Melissa, dig me out of the grave. It's almost Oscar time.
She didn't even wear a gown, Johnny. She wore shorts.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Whatever.
Wow. I like fashion things. Come on, Johnny. Boy.
I like the woman that played Diana in the is it The Crown?
The lady.
The Netflix series with Olivia Colman. Elizabeth. Hello. I thought that woman was a great Diana. Really, really convincing. Really. And I'm curious to see the next season when she's a bit older. Perhaps it'll go till her crashing death. I don't know.
Are they going to change actors again?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, Coleman, I suppose they could age her up. But I mean, Helen Mirren was so great. It was the guy who made the Queen back in the day is the same guy who writes The Crown.
Oh.
So he kind of knows the milieu.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you, Don Knotts.
How about
I like The Crown.
How about our flag means death? Have you guys watched that?
No, is that good? That's what's his face, Shaun of the Dead, isn't it?
Taika Waititi.
And,
wasn't what's his face the star or no?
No, it's
no.
It's Rhys Darby from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
I love
whatever.
Great, Jermaine.
Yeah,
he's
Murray present.
Yeah, Murray present. Exactly. Yes, very funny.
What about Peacemaker? Have you guys watched that?
Oh yeah,
no. We haven't talked.
Yeah, that's how long I know. You're right.
Peacemaker. Skulk, you got to watch it.
Peacemaker's fantastic.
Never gonna watch that.
And it really,
I love the fact that we kind of do a pop culture show, but none of us are ever watching any of the same pop culture stuff. It's great.
For the second year in a row, I got my SAG screeners for award shows, and I'm like kind of slogging through the best I can. But like you said earlier, Francis, the Oscars and a lot of the movies that go up for Oscars, and I'm a movie snob, and I'm even like, okay, I don't give a shit about any of these movies. Sorry, give a feces. Yeah. It was rough. It was rough. And I'm putting my SAG membership on hold because I don't get insurance coverage anymore.
What? Those bastards.
Well,
is this all because of Will Smith and the slap? Is that
exactly? Damn him. He slapped my benefits away.
Slapped him right out of Chris Rock's mouth.
Yeah. So, and King Richard could be good. But I got to be honest, I'm
never going to watch it.
I'm not supporting Will Smith, and it's not going to happen. But if they had balls, the Oscar committee, they'd take the Oscar away from him because honestly, of course they're not. But that's the only way. If you want to ensure it's not to do everything you can so that it doesn't happen again, take his award away. And that's controversial, and people will scream for culture war reasons, and it's like, you don't get to do that. I'm sorry. And again, it's got to stop. It has to stop. There are earlier award shows that, if you remember, I won't name them, that this kind of thing has happened before. And thankfully, they were small enough and didn't have the attention that the Oscars do. But to do that worldwide, it really...
Well, doesn't Roman Polanski still have his Oscar?
I'm sorry?
Doesn't Roman Polanski still have his Oscar? They never took that away. Why would they take this away?
He didn't attack somebody on camera. He just stooped the young lady in a pool. So I know. And don't get me wrong, that's pretty heinous too. But at least it wasn't an assault on international live television at the awards. At the award, I mean, it kind of, I don't know when it came out about Polanski. I don't think it was before he got the Oscar. I believe it wasn't. I could be wrong. And exactly like Dowd said, Will's in his 50s. What examples that show younger people? And sorry. Well, a negative Oscar. I don't know what a negative Oscar is to cancel out the first one.
Hi, Oscar.
You would yell out, not Oscar. Oh, hi, Oscar.
I'd give him a special Oscar that looked like Oscar the Grouch in a garbage can and stuff, and have Oscar flipping him off or whatever.
One with a big handprint on his face.
Hey, nice going. I would have done the same thing.
People have been describing it like they're using the word trauma, like they're traumatized by it. I would agree with that. I think
it was.
I think that's a good word.
That's fine. Well,
how did you feel when you first saw it?
I felt terrible, and I kept seeing it over and over again because people kept posting it everywhere, and it was so bad because it was like, I liked Will Smith so much.
Yeah.
I really liked this guy, and to see him do something like that was so hard. It was like when I saw Bill Murray get mad at people and go crazy. It was so hard to watch him just melt down. Both of these guys.
Or when Bill didn't win his nomination, he got up and left, and that was like a dramatic thing. Yeah, you see, you don't even remember, Scoot. There you go. And honestly, I guess trauma is a fair word, because as opposed to being, I am upset, but I'm angry rather than shocked. And I mean, it was shocking, but it really just, it angered me because a privileged person like that, it just gets me so mad.
Yeah. Upsetting. But Peacemaker, funny as shit.
Hilarious.
Watch it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and the story was good too.
And it's cool that what's his face was so involved, James Gunn, in the show as much as he is in them. I thought maybe he was only going to do the first episode and then walk away. And it's pretty cool that he did the whole show. Yeah.
And I love that opening so much that I will watch it together with my wife and son. They were under strict rules not to skip the intro any week that we watch this thing. So we had to watch the intro every time. It would make me laugh every single time.
Yeah. No, and that's cool because Cena, I think, very slowly has proven his comedy chops in a bunch of, like that stupid Amy Poehler Tina Fey movie, Sisters. He's the drug dealer in the movie. and just shows up for about 10 minutes in the movie, and he's hilarious. Every scene he's in, he's got a skull tattoo on his entire face and neck, and he's got like this great like wonder box of various drugs and stuff. And he's like, all right, I get this, I get that, I get this. Very funny.
He was in the Amy Schumer Trainwreck movie too. He played the boyfriend in the beginning.
He had latent homosexual tendencies and probably didn't realize it.
Yeah,
and like half the insults he was putting out there were like homosexual threats, essentially.
Cena is hilarious. I did not like that movie. I couldn't.
He was one.
Vacation Friends. It's on Hulu. I couldn't get through it.
In Trainwreck, Cena was based on Dolph Ziggler, Franco, because he actually dated Amy Schumer in real life.
Dolph Ziggler did?
Yeah, he dated her for a little bit. Yep. So his character in that movie is based on Ziggler.
That's funny.
That's so funny.
Did you guys see the Suicide Squad? I saw that one.
That was good.
I thought that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, Cena was in that.
The movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Oh yeah, really.
I just saw it.
I had issues with it, but but it was good. I liked it.
I was happy and relieved for John Ostrander because John's such a great guy and he's a very modest guy. But what he did in the 80s with the Suicide Squad is amazing, and it captured the vibe in the ways that the first movie didn't. And I was really hopeful for that first movie, and it sucked really bad, in the words of Franco. And this one was so much better and so much funnier and great. So I don't know F9.
And Will Smith wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Is F9 Fast and Furious 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only seen the first Fast and Furious movie.
I haven't seen any of them.
I've only seen parts of the first one.
I'm never going to watch them either. Why not?
I'm never going to watch those.
No. I love, and I'm sure I've said this before on this podcast, Adam Carolla hates superhero movies. But man, that Fast and Furious, that's a great movie. That's a great franchise.
He likes those?
And it's like, so how are those in any way superior to a superhero movie? I'm like, whatever, Adam.
They're almost worse because, not for a lot of reasons, but they do crazy, fantastic stunts in those, but they're just supposed to be regular people. At least in a superhero movie, they're supposed to have some kind of abilities or something. Which
Captain Adidas gets it. I don't understand why everybody else doesn't get it.
Yep.
Well, he's the best in the business.
Yeah.
Why you're the best of the business. Boy, oh boy.
What's going on now?
Did any of us get the new print of JLA Avengers? No, I'm certainly for it, and
is that the George Perez book?
Yeah, and I love
a lot of stores weren't getting a lot of copies. Everything was allocated because there were just so many people wanting it. So what we did at the store was we only got 3 copies out of I think 30 that we had originally ordered. And we're raffling them off. So all the proceeds are going to go to the Hero Initiative.
Oh, that's great. That's smart. Way to go, Brother Bear. Very good.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I'm sure Wayne is right that Artie loves the Fast and Furious movies. Probably.
Well, that's because they stop at Harold's. That's why.
I feel like, and I think the stuff they're doing for George and on behalf of George Perez is great. I think some people with the best intentions, some of their tributes are really more appropriate after he passes away. And it kind of upsets me, angers me, when I see something like that. It sounds like George has already passed. And it's like, George is alive. Why don't we celebrate him as opposed to burying him early? And it bums me out. I was talking to Scott Koblish. He went out to L.A. when George went to L.A. and everything, his last big trip before he went into hospice and everything. And great pictures of them and great stories about hanging with George, so that's cool. And our good friend Constance from the Fan Expo shows and everything, I know she's really doing a great job helping George out and everything, and I think that's terrific.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that they finally, back in the day, got their shit together, DC and Marvel, and made JLA Avengers happen, because it's a great story, and George kicked ass on it. It's great.
Have any of you guys met George or known him?
Yeah. He's super sweet. Everything you hear about him is true. He's super nice guy. Art and I met him when we were first on Tiny Titans. We showed him, actually before it even came out, we showed him the designs, and he was like a skinny, a giddy schoolboy. He's like, "Oh, let me see," and then at the end of the conversation, we had this really great conversation, and Art will tell you the story, but originally he had designed Beast Boy in his Doom Patrol purple and outfit. The purple outfit that the Doom Patrol was wearing. And he goes, "Can I ask a favor, guys? Can you change it to the red and white costume that we had him in Titans?" And we're like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we wound up changing the costume.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great.
A good story. Yeah.
I like it. I only got to interview him on Word Balloon for 10 minutes because that was just a weird time that I actually had my buddy Kaz videotaping it. So now that I have audio, but I have video. And but on subsequent meetings with him, I told him how much I love the White Tiger, the Marvel character, because he created the White Tiger. And it's really like, especially the original incarnation of the White Tiger. They've since passed it on as a legacy to a woman White Tiger, but I really like the original Puerto Rican, I believe, character that was. He was in Masters of Kung Fu, the Iron Fist and Shang-Chi black and white magazine, and that's where he debuted before having his appearances in comics and stuff. But in particular, he's my favorite. Perez. Francis left us for a moment.
We lost him. I've lost him. I thought I lost you, boy.
Yeah, where did he go? That's right. I thought I lost you, boy.
I lost you, boy. She talks in her sleep.
We named the dog Indiana. He's back.
There he is.
Sorry, it dropped out for a second.
It belongs in a museum.
I was reading Scoot's message and I kicked myself out.
Yes.
Scoot, I changed it. Sorry,
okay.
I just saw that
I'll
message.
let him know.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Alexandretta.
What'd I miss?
Nothing. We just broke into some John Connery.
John Connery, because we lost you. So we said, we lost him.
Look, Sean has been a friend of mine for decades, and all I have to say is the man never pays for a beer. That's it.
I hope that's true.
Did we talk about that last time? I can't remember if we talked about Michael Caine and why he wound up doing Jaws 4.
Sid Sheinberg, a good friend of mine, the head of Universal. Why? What did he say?
They asked him if he'd ever seen it, and he said no. He goes, "Well, why'd you do the role?" He goes, "Well, I did it for." He was brutally honest. He goes, "I wanted to buy a house." And they asked him, "Have you ever seen the movie?" And he goes, "No, but I see my house all the time."
I've heard him go into detail like, "No, Sid Sheinberg bugged the hell out of me to do the movie with his wife, and I kept saying no, and he kept upping the price, and I'm like, fine, I'll do the bloody movie." And and Sid, I just love that it's Sid Sheinberg. It wasn't in charge of Universal and stuff. The woman,
I'll be right back.
She's the all right, Scoot. That's still the business. The wife was also in 1941, the Steven Spielberg movie, and plays Ned Beatty's wife in that movie. She's Roy Scheider's movie in the first 3 movies, or his wife in the first 2 movies. And that
comes back for Jaws: The Revenge. Yeah.
Yes, the fourth movie. Right.
The third one was Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr.
Jaws 3D.
Jaws 3D. Yeah. Yep. And it's unbelievable.
I don't know. I'm not seeing a shark. I don't know. I don't understand.
It's unbelievable that they're still doing Jaws movies, because they're coming out with the Meg 2. The Meg 2, isn't it? Right? Jason Statham. Yeah, that's a big giant shark.
Right.
Megalodon or something like that. Whatever they called it.
There was Deep Blue Sea with Samuel L. back in the day, with the heightened intelligent shark, I believe.
Wasn't there one with the guy from BJ and the Bear?
Greg Evigan?
Yeah, Leviathan or something like that, or like was a underwater shark. There was like a time in the late 80s, early 90s where like they had like 700 undersea movies come out all at once.
Yeah, the one with Harris, The Deep, right?
Yeah.
Or what was it called? Something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Tell you what I'm looking forward to. There's a movie coming out called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, the Nicolas Cage movie, right?
Nicolas Cage, right, it's coming out soon. He plays himself, and, he's really excited about it. I saw an interview with him. He was wearing a plaid suit. It was like a plaid suit jacket, like red and green, and somebody asked him, so what's going on with the plaid suit? And he's like, well, I really love shortbread. And I saw this suit in the window at Brooks Brothers, and it really made me happy. And I thought, every time I go to England, I get shortbread. So I thought, I'm gonna buy that suit.
Interview. I saw.
I'm gonna wear it because I like shortbread.
That's fantastic. It does.
Yeah,
that is what the shortbread box looks like. That's fantastic.
I saw some article about him. They were going after him about all the video on demand movies that he made, and he's like, "Hey, I paid off all my debts. I was really in debt, and I paid off all my debts. And I stand by every one of those roles." He said.
The sadder, shitty movie, story is Bruce Willis for the last couple of years, and it finally came out recently that he's got whatever disease. Aphasia, yeah. And because those guys who I love and do amazing Star Trek negative reviews at Red Letter Media a couple of months ago really kind of took a look at all those terrible movies that Bruce Willis has been making the last couple of years. And they're like, okay.
Did he do like 6 of them in the last year alone?
I'll look up the IMDb. It wouldn't surprise me if it was more like close to 20. Yeah. I mean, it's a ton, and it's the guy, the producer of these movies, or at least a good number of them, is the guy who, if you remember the TV show, the name of it was just on the tip of my tongue. The show Entourage, and it's the 4 guys and everything, and one of them, it's based on Mark Wahlberg's crew of friends, and there was that one character on the show called Turtle.
Yeah.
And the real life Turtle has become this producer of really crappy, not even C-level movies. I mean, they're really low budget, bad CGI special effects and stuff. And Bruce Willis signed to do a bunch of these. I'm going to look up the count after I'm done talking, but it's very obvious in some shots you'd see an earpiece in his head. And also, God, they got like Luke Wilson to do one of the movies. And they were cops, and Bruce is the older cop and Luke's the younger one, and Luke has the major job of explaining the story exposition to Bruce Willis, and the whole time Bruce is just going, yeah, and it's
I was going to say, now you know why he did all those roles,
and I mean, it was like he was making like $2 million a movie, and probably knew that his skills were diminishing.
And these were going to be his last ones.
I read an article today about some of the crew, and literally one crew member said, "Look, Bruce Willis is looking at 2 crew guys and like, I know why you're here. I know why you're here. What the hell am I doing here?" Yeah. And one of his co-star actresses was saying, like, Bruce had to have dialogue really like shouted in his ears so he knew what to say, and also that the dialogue was so simplified. I'm going to look up what movies he made.
He didn't get along with Kevin Smith on that movie.
Cop Out.
Yeah.
Cop Out.
I think that was so long ago. That was just another issue that he had. I think Kevin was out of his element a little bit, and Bruce kind of was like in tune with that, and just didn't get along with him.
Agreed. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's count how many movies here. All right, still to come out, we've got Paradise City, White Elephant, Wire Room, Corrective Measures. They're all supposed to come out soon. Die Like Lovers, also in pre-production. The Wrong Place, Fortress, Sniper's Eye. Okay, so that's 7 movies that still haven't come out yet. Vendetta, 8. Day to Die. Somebody keep count for me. Gasoline Alley, that has nothing to do with the comic strip.
That's the Luke Wilson one. Gasoline Alley.
That's right. American Siege. the first Fortress movie, Deadlock, nothing to do with the Marvel character, Apex, bad sci-fi movie, Survive the Game, Out of Death. We're still in 2021.
Yeah.
Midnight in the Switchgrass, Cosmic Sin, Breach. Breach is now 2020. Die Hard is back. It's a short. Hard Kill, Survive the Night, Trauma Center, 10 Minutes Gone. He's in Motherless Brooklyn. Yeah. And then it's mainstream stuff like the Orville and the Lego movie. So how many was that? Like
24.
Yeah.
Without Orville and the Lego movie.
Well, and then Spring Break Lawyer 2. I don't think you mentioned that, but he's in that one.
Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah. It's sad. I mean, and again, the Red Letter guys were kind of making fun of him and like, Jesus, what the hell happened? But then they noticed the earpiece and they're like, maybe he's deaf, who knows? And also, people are attributing not so much the Cop Out movie, but remember at the beginning of COVID, he walked into a store without a mask and everyone was like losing their crap and everything over it. And it's like, well, maybe he was even, not sharp then. And,
I missed him. Yeah, when we had the art gallery, he walked into the art gallery and I missed him when he was there. I was down the street. When I came up, he was gone.
Wow.
But he was in our art gallery.
That's cool.
There you go. That says Kevin Smith issued an apology to Bruce Willis yesterday for petty complaints. Yeah.
Yeah, and also he got the Razzie for the all those crappy movies, and they rescinded it today.
Yeah. Again, and that's classy that's classier than Will Smith. I mean, again, It's like, hey man, if the guy's really sick, and even the Red Letter Media guys, even a month ago, came out with a new video, and they're like, hey, we're hearing he's not well. We're sorry. And and they're like, we didn't know. Nobody knew. And it's, if that's the case, then we feel bad. So yeah, no, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Sadness, man.
Getting old sucks, man.
Getting old sucks. I find myself repeating stories and it scares the hell out of me. Seriously.
Well, you've been doing that all your life.
That time? Yes, you did. Oh.
You've been doing that ever since I knew you, Johnny.
We wore our onions on our belt, which was the style at the time. We called coleslaw Liberty cabbage.
Yeah.
Abe Simpson.
And then they put the Virgin in a jar.
It's true.
Well, now I feel like horrible.
Now we're sad.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Tony Danza, was that you?
Hey, I can take over a lot of those Bruce Willis roles. Can we change the name to the characters to Tony?
I've been watching a lot of Taxi.
Aphasia or whatever. What now?
I've been watching a lot of Taxi.
I love that show.
And
Wheeler, Nardo.
Yeah. Wheeler and Nardo. Tony and Jeff Conway could not act.
I like Jeff Conway.
Jeff Conway. Every single scene.
I like how you've added the vowel in the middle there.
Yeah, because it is Conway. Conway. This is him in every scene.
Yes, Tony McClane. Oh yeah, no, he definitely flips his hair a lot.
His hair is always like
when Bruce Boxleitner from Babylon 5 would talk about
from Scarecrow and Mrs. King.
Indeed, and he would talk about doing Comic-Cons, and Jeff Conway would show up, and he's like, women would flock to his table because of Grease, and they're like, Kaneki, and I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah, I felt bad for Jeff Conway. He had a bad drug problem, and that I think ultimately killed him.
I told you about my run-in with him, right?
I forgot. I'm sure you did, but tell me again.
Like I met him at one of these shows, and this was years ago, and I wanted to take a picture. I said, "Hey, can I take a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah, but no flash." And I'm like, "Okay." And he puts on his sunglasses, and then I go to take the picture. He's like, "No pictures." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Because that's like Steranko. Steranko's like, I'm light sensitive. Please don't flash. That's why he always wears sunglasses.
I was confused, but I
appreciate that. I like your Charisma Carpenter bathroom story better, frankly.
That was Eliza Dushku. Charisma Carpenter was
Dushku. Okay.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Charisma Carpenter was in the limousine together. We were in the limo together.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Lucky you. Oh, good Lord. She still takes my breath away.
No.
She's a beautiful woman.
Oh, where? Oh.
Well, the people at home are going, oh.
You know, I did a TV show with Buffy. Kind of failed. Oh, where? Oh. Yep. All right, so what other depressing celebrity stories do we have?
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys how your brackets are doing for March Madness.
Yeah. You know what my brackets are doing? They're holding up my bookcase.
Is that still going on?
Yeah, the Final Four is this weekend.
It's March Madness.
Might be Coach K's last game, Franco.
Isn't it interesting? March Madness always ends in April. I don't understand that, if I could be Ed Grimley for a minute.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Peppermint Patty joining the broadcast. Hey, my brackets are doing great.
I bet she filled out a bracket. I bet she filled one out.
I broke Marcy's bracket just yesterday.
That's why she's wearing her night brace instead of her retainer.
Poor Marcy's got scoliosis, and she broke the. Oh man!
I'm not going to be the same for weeks, sir. You kind of wrecked me last night. Yeah, you can handle it, Marcy. I'm going to put you in the Taiwan basket later.
Oh, it's awful. This is why
we're going Cleveland Steamer, Marcy. Stand back.
Oh boy,
sir, what are you doing?
She called me sir. Remember, Trump always says it. They called me sir.
God damn it! It's Ferris Bueller.
Sir, what are you doing? Sir, why are you putting that popcorn in there, sir?
Marcy and I are coming on for Thanksgiving, Chuck. You sly dog. I still love in the Peanuts movie when they find out that Charlie Brown doesn't have the highest score, so they give it to the next person, and it's Peppermint Patty. And they cut to the audience. She's
When I was a kid and I watched that for like the first time, that Thanksgiving special.
Sure.
When Snoopy and Woodstock, when Snoopy gets shut in the ping pong table, I swear to God, I almost pissed my pants. I was laughing so hard that sound that he made. Oh my God! Oh.
No, those. Would you? All right. Well, let's rank the top three Peanuts things, whether they're long movies or the half-hour shows.
Okay.
I would say
never saw the new movie.
Christmas, Great Pumpkin, Thanksgiving.
Yes, in that order.
Yes.
Christmas, Pumpkin, Thanksgiving.
I'm
about
going
the new
with
movie?
Great Pumpkin first. I got to put that at the top.
I have no problem with that.
No, you're wrong, and I'll tell you why. Because you're wrong.
That's right. It's a tremendous special. Poor Linus in the patch.
Loser.
Freezing to death. Thank God Lucy comes with the blanket.
Stupid blanket.
And that poor Pigpen shouldn't even be allowed to play with them.
Pigpen might be covered with the dust of ancient kings.
I'll tell you who got a hole in one.
Out of me or something, doesn't it?
Peppermint Patty got a hole in one. Just ask Marcy.
That's incredible, sir. Yeah, the Peanuts movie is really awesome, Mario. You're correct. I agree.
I never saw it.
It's good. It's funny. They did a good. I got to say, it's good that
the new one. The new one, I like the new one. It was good.
Did you ever see the SNL parody stage show where Bill Hader is? Yeah, and he's like yelling at everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to find that. It's so funny because literally before I came on tonight,
when he's older,
I was watching Bill Hader SNL bits.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be Pacino. So Bill Hader is doing Pacino, and Pacino is Charlie Brown in a stage show. So you can imagine how that goes.
That's fantastic.
And he's yelling, he's cussing at everyone because they're like making fun of him and doing stuff to him.
I like it. I love the Vincent Price Christmas specials that SNL did that are from the 50s, and they were supposed to be live television. And Hader is Vincent Price, and he's like, the special effects don't work. They've got him on an elevator kind of riser. He's like, what's wrong with the thing? Why isn't it working? And what's her face? Kristen Wiig plays Katharine Hepburn, and really funny. And John Hamm does a drunk James Mason. I'm so glad to be here. And just, it's great because everything goes wrong. Vincent Price's like, what's wrong with the crew? Come on, let's go. He's all angry.
I love those. I've watched those so many times. There's 3 or 4 of them.
I also like when Kristen Wiig plays Anne Margaret and tries to be, and is like trying to be sexy, throwing out a piece of trash. And she's like totally like shaking like in Viva Las Vegas. Very funny. Very funny.
Liberace's in there.
Fred Armisen is Liberace, yes.
I like when Bugs Bunny used to do that, Liberace. I wish my brother George was here. I like that.
Classic. Come on.
This SNL sketch is called "You're a Rat Bastard, Charlie Brown."
Is that what you just gave us?
Yeah, that's the name of the stage show. And Bill Hader is Charlie Brown. And
I'm going to save it to watch later. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Isn't Larry or Martin Short as Larry David?
Yeah, he's on there. Yeah. He played Linus. Cool. Linus. Larry David shows up as Linus.
Video. Hold on.
Sorry.
Skoke, leave him up for at least 5 or 10 seconds before you flash out because it's like I'm getting a stroke trying to read these things. You get audio drama reading the first. Exactly. Like a stroke. You get audio drama reading a Ferris Bueller's Day Off cast as Peanut Crew. Charlie Brown, Sausage King of Chicago. Hello, Mr. Coleman. This is Sergeant Peterson.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Classic, man.
Should I take it down now?
Call me. Yes, now I've read it. Thank you. Call me sir. God damn it. They, we want to do it for the audio, like the video. That's why I'm like, oh, okay, it's gone.
I'm new at this. I'm a rookie.
I know. No. You're doing fine. That's why you're the best in the business. You guys see the trailer for Apatow's new movie coming out tomorrow called The Bubble?
I'm never going to watch that.
And no, I have not. Although I'm excited for his George Carlin documentary that's coming out either the end of April or May on HBO Max and regular HBO, I would assume. And it's going to give me an excuse to repeat my word balloon where I interviewed Kelly Carlin, George's daughter. And I had a blast because I was ready to talk about her dad's career because I'm a massive George Carlin fan. And I'm excited that Apatow made on his SNL podcast interview. He talked a lot about it. Pretty cool. Put this comic up for coming up for 2 seconds, says Anthony. Here you go.
Leave it up there for the rest of the show. What else have we not watched?
Well, Halo, certainly. I want to see Stiller's show on Apple TV called either Severance or something like that.
That's it, yeah.
With Adam, I forget his name.
Adam Carolla.
No, and not Adam Driver, and not Adam West.
Adam Carolla?
He was on Parks and Rec.
I could see him.
He's Amy Poehler's boyfriend on Parks and Rec. Come on, Peanut Gallery of audience.
Chris Pratt.
No. That's
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza.
Adam Scott.
Adam
Scott, thank you.
Ben. His name's Ben in the show.
Ben Kenobi.
Great Adam Scott. Yeah.
I've been watching.
And of course, yeah, excited for Ben Kenobi, of course.
I've been watching. You'll never guess what I've been watching.
Real Housewives of New Orleans.
No, of New Jersey.
Oh.
My wife has been catching up on all those, and I've been, catching them here and there. And I have to say,
calling me a whore? Are you calling me a whore?
I have to say, I don't sit there and watch them on purpose, but I was sitting there one day and I was watching it, and I laughed my ass off because do you know Teresa, the one that's on the show? Her forehead's only about like this big because like her eyebrows are here, and then her hairline starts like right here.
Totally.
And
she could comb over her eyebrows and continue her hairline. Absolutely.
And she was talking to her husband because her husband was about to go off to jail. And she said, she had just been in jail and her husband was going off to jail. And she said, when you're in there, make sure that, you can celebrate. They let you celebrate all the holidays. So, you could do Christmas and you could do Ramadan Don.
Ramadan King, yes.
No, she said Ramadan Don.
Oh, did she literally say?
She literally said that, and I fucking fell off my chair laughing.
My God.
I told my wife, rewind that. I got to watch it again.
That's awesome. I know the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills featured former child actress Kim Richard And she's become like, Dudley Moore and Arthur. Is anyone having more? Like always constantly roaring drunk on the show. Very sad. It's very sad. Little Kim Richards from Nanny and the Professor. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Wayne. I know. Keep me honest. So you guys going to record those actor reading records that John has? Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Eventually.
Exactly. Eventually. We have
enough hard time scheduling this one.
Are we going to do that live?
Yeah.
I don't know, and that'd be kind of hard to do. I think it'd be funnier if, I don't know. We should talk about it, Mike. That should be a pre-production meeting.
That's our homework assignment.
Exactly. But yeah. I got to clean the house. God, I am Oscar Madison right now at the worst. I have not watched DMZ yet. Anybody else?
What's DMZ?
I don't know what that is.
The Brian Wood Vertigo comic. They turned into a mini series, and it's on Cinemax. And it's on HBO Max. 4 episodes. I still haven't watched the rest of Y: The Last Man. I was so sad for Vaughn when it got canceled after one stupid season.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that. He was upset at Garth Ennis.
Was he?
Yeah, because Garth Ennis' show is still on. And they were ribbing each other. It was funny to watch.
See. Okay. Yeah. I finally last year got to actually have a couple conversations with Garth. He's great. He's a good dude.
I think he's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's going to be a Terrificon.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear.
I think. Hopefully, I'm not speaking out of turn.
One of his publishers was very accommodating and got me an interview with him right away. One of them that have had a long association with him have not, and it kind of got me angry. And it's like, hey, let us know if you want us to help you get any of our writers or artists. I'm like, well, it'd be great to talk to Garth Brooks. He's like, oh, we can't help you with that. I'm like, well,
yeah, because you asked for Garth Brooks. That's why I can't help you.
Did I say Garth Brooks? Did I really say Garth Brooks? That's fantastic. You see, I'm telling you, man, I'm going senile. It's happening. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. But no, they're like, yeah, well, we can't get you Garth Ennis. And I'm like, well, I can talk to unnamed C-level writer who, tweets back at me all the time. I don't need your help for that. Thank you. I'm like, kind of was hoping for the big fish, but okay. But I got him eventually. And we had a lovely conversation. I love his war comics, Garth Brooks. Nobody talks about Garth Brooks comics.
Garth Brooks.
Although he writes them under his name, Chris, what was his rock?
What was it? Chris
Gaines. There you go. Down.
Chris Gaines. Yeah.
Yes. There you go. Chris Gaines. Absolutely.
Chris Gaines. It's funny.
I'll forgive Garth Ennis for that momentary. Like, what's he doing? Why is he doing that? Why?
You know what? He tried something. Okay, he tried.
Well, he was having fun, and that's okay. How about? By the way, all right. Here's some positive celebrity story, and I've always had respect for Dolly Parton. And every time I hear a new positive story about her, my esteem for her raises. That she turned down the Rock Hall of Fame because it's like. I don't know if you noticed Rock Hall of Fame. I'm not a rock and roll star.
Yeah.
She's a brilliant songwriter.
She named a couple of bands that should be in. And she goes, why don't you put them in or something? Yeah.
But she was very classy about, like, that's really nice. I don't think I really belong there. And it's like, yeah, you guys are kind of trying too hard. Why don't you, again, maybe put the Monkees in instead of Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton. Titles, Mr. Connery. Titles.
There's a video clip or something of her out there on stage, and someone from the audience yells out, "I love you," and she goes, "I love you too, but get back in my trunk," or something like that, which I thought was funny.
I heard she might be divorcing her longtime husband, Don Wood, who
finally I got a shot.
I actually had a career encounter with Don Wood. Beyond Dolly's song catalog. He appropriated a lot of country hits from various other one-hit wonder country people. And there was that song, The Battle of New Orleans. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. And when Mike Ditka left the Bears and went to the Saints, we did a song about Ditka taking a little trip and becoming the coach of New Orleans. And it was really popular. And we thought about making a single of it and giving proceeds to charity. And we had to talk to Don Wood, Dolly's husband, And he's like, sure, you can do it. It'll cost you $10,000. And we're like, never mind. Thanks anyway.
Thanks for playing.
Exactly. But hey, thanks for playing. Guys.
But did he ever get a hole-in-one? That's what I want to know.
It was tremendous. It was a blustery day. Gary Player was there. Fuzzy Zoller.
Freddie Couples.
Was Tiger Woods there, Mr. President?
I was going to say Tiger Woods' brother, Joe Woods.
Tiger Woods' brother, Forrest.
Yeah, Panther Woods. Yeah. His and ironically, only black on his side with that brother. No Asian in Panther Woods. Very strange. Very strange. So
awful.
We did a parody song about Tiger Woods to Secret Agent Man, and we called it Secret Asian Man because everyone stressed the fact that he was a great black golfer, and we're like, hey, he's Asian as well. And Mike North said, I got it. Secret Asian Man. Write the song. I'm like, all right. Of course, today would be canceled in a heartbeat.
Yep.
In a heartbeat. Sadly, many of my greatest hits, I would say, would get me fired today in a moment. In a moment.
Except for your Ditkas.
My Ditkas.
I
wear a long coat so people can't notice my Ditkas. It's like Michael Dukakis, who ran against George Bush in '88 for president, and the great Mike Royko, our Chicago newspaper columnist. He's like, every time I hear the words Dukakis, I think it's a Greek woman teaching her son how to toilet train. Dukakis. I like it. See, I'm Greek. I can tell that joke.
Is he still with us?
That is a good question. I do not know. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to look it up right now.
All right. I'm betting yes.
Olivia is no longer with us. But
right. The
Mike,
wife did pass. She had serious addiction problems. Yes.
No, wasn't his cousin Olympia Dukakis?
Oh, I thought you meant Kitty. That's right. Kitty was the wife.
Good news. He's still with us at age 88.
God bless.
Yeah, I know someone else that's getting up there.
Hey.
That's right. He ran for president in '88, so there you go. Not a lucky number for him. I just remember John Lovitz, when Dana Carvey first did George Bush, and John Lovitz was doing Dukakis, and like I said, 1,000 points of light, whatever else, another great Bushism, and they cut to Lovitz. He's like, I can't believe this guy's beating me.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hilarious.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, we can wrap.
It was great to have you all here.
Good.
Yeah, seriously, guys, I was bummed because you guys were like, hey, let's do it tonight. And I'm like, I'm already doing a damn interview, damn it. But the guy had to bail. So I'm like, all right, good. I can show up. So
cool. All right, we'll do this again. Sunday, Monday?
I can next week, if I may, very quickly, because I'll acknowledge it on the show.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations are in order.
Yeah.
Next weekend, honestly, an incredibly great honor. My alma mater, Illinois State University, has a broadcast Hall of Fame. And about a month ago, they called me and said, congratulations, we're putting you in. And that's amazing. It's only the third induction class. I'm going in with 8 other people. And honestly, they're like, listen, you had a very fine radio and TV career, but we're really putting you in because of Word Balloon. And I'm like, wow. And they're like, you're a podcast pioneer. And I'm like, yeah, actually, I am a podcast pioneer. You're right. So, yeah, it's really I am floored. And also, God, literally like a dozen of my classmates are all going to be there, which is thank you, Doubt. Doubt's thanking me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I'm like, so many of my friends, older and younger, are going to be there. So it's, it's very, very stunning. And I'll try not to cry. But God only knows. But no, it's going to be great. Although I was told, because there are 8 other people being inducted, and I'm like, do I give a speech? They're like, yeah, but 4 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, 36 minutes of speeches is a lot. I'm like, I don't blame you. I'm like, I would have just been like, thank you, like Alfred Hitchcock.
Make sure you mention the podcast and how it put you on the map.
Clearly. Yeah. Clearly. I'd like to thank Peppermint Patty, Jamie Farr, Bruce Willis. Welcome to the party, pal.
The glove.
My right-handed black glove from Winter.
It's still there.
It's still there on the floor right now.
The Virgin.
My Virgin, which says good morning to me every day I step on the scale, and I shake my head sadly at it. Yes.
Comes out to say hello. Beep.
Exactly. Beep. Just sadly, I think I got my hernia back. I noticed a protrusion, and it ain't my Virgin, and it ain't my lower, my twig and berries.
I was going to say, maybe you're getting excited.
No, it's not the tenants.
Tenants.
It's like, yeah, I'm John Hurt right now in Alien, absolutely. Before the explosion, it exploded. So, but yeah, thank you. I'm excited about it. So,
well, congratulations, Johnny. Congratulations, Skoke, on your reading, and we look forward to more.
Yes, I finally have hot. Yes,
If you want to catch up on past episodes, if you didn't get to see it, go to the All Yeah Comics YouTube channel. You can see it there. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Ring that notification bell. Yeah,
that's right. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing.
It's good.
Crow, you have
Agent the Slam. Yeah, coming out.
Order it. April 27th. Pre-order it now. Amazon bookstores, but really from your local comic book shop is where you want to get this thing. So,
and I have
what about Dorothy?
I have Peach and the Island Monsters is coming out, I think, sometime this month. I'm not sure.
Ooh, nice.
And then Dead Man Tells the Spooky Tales in September. And then the following March, Faye and the Moon comes out. So you should buy it. You should buy all those things.
Yeah, and that's good that you said the following March, because we may not do another podcast until then.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
So I'm getting them all out now.
By the light of the harvest moon that comes in September, because that's when the Farmer's Almanac tells us it's time to podcast.
Follow us on all
when you're planning the lower back 40, make sure you do a podcast and say hello to all the children.
Follow us on all the social medias. I should be like those guys and promote myself. Oh yeah, Franco on all the social medias. So yeah.
And watch out for Spring Break Lawyer 2 starring me and Will Smith.
Oh, you're gonna get slapped. Ooh.
Jada Pinkett as the bald principal.
Follow us when you see us. Follow us when you see us.
If I only had a heart. Like when Skoke told me he was going to do Wizard of Oz, I did like 10 minutes about Jack Haley and that fantastic voice of his. That's so like 1939. And then a modern art. And then if I only had a heart. Like, how come his career didn't go any further? I don't know, man. He was kind of stuck in 1935, even in 1939. That's why. I'm a great song and dance man.
Oh.
So is Tony Danza.
Hey, I can sing and dance as long as the songs are about Tony. There aren't that many songs, but that I can sing. But every now and then, Tony. I in fact do the cover of the '80s band, Tony.
Next time,
I can't remember the name of their hit, Franco. Do you remember the name of their hit?
I don't.
That's a real British band, Tony.
Skoke, next time read.
It's Tony, Tony. Tony.
Yes, it was every way to spell Tony.
Skoke, next time read The Wizard of Oz, but do Tony as the Scarecrow, Jamie Farr as the Tin Man, and Gilbert Gottfried as the Lion.
Oh, yes. Do it.
If I only had a... incidentally, I was in the woods and it started raining. And okay, we got it.
Hey, what about Dorothy?
My name's Tony. Are you the Scarecrow?
Yeah, is that my line? It doesn't say Tony in my script, so I'm not sure when I'm supposed to come in.
Why is everybody yelling? Oh, jeez.
And you got to get, what's his face? Damn it, F Troop.
Agard.
100-year-old Agard. He was a guest on Gilbert Skoke. God damn it, what's his name?
Larry Storch.
Larry Storch, thank you. Yes, indeed. Yes, he's got to know him doing Frank Morgan. Wow, Tin Man, you already have a heart.
Who's the wizard?
That's Frank Morgan. It's you got to do Larry Storch as Frank Morgan. Wow, he was Mr. Whoopi on the Tennessee Tuxedo cartoons. And he even admitted, he's like, yeah, I would do the voice. And it was Frank Morgan, the Wizard of Oz. It kind of like Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life. You weren't there to save Harry, George. You've had a wonderful life.
Every time a bell rings, an angel falls in the ocean.
Get away from me, Bert, or I'll slap you like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. What are you kidding? Bert, you know me?
I'll slap Zuzu's pedals right out of you.
Slap the crap out of those pedals. Daddy's drunk again. Donna Reed. George, why are you terrorizing the children? I'm saving your honor with your alopecia, for God's sake, Donna.
Watch the link I sent you guys for that SNL clip with Bill Hader as Charlie Brown.
I cannot wait, by the way. Whatchamacallit's Barry's coming back very soon.
I still got to watch second season. Jeez Louise, see?
Oh, it's
so much stuff to watch.
That's a good program.
I don't have time, but
all right.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Follow us when you see us. Mm-hmm. You guys are awesome.
Live long and prosper.
You're going to take us out?
I'm going to take us out. Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.